you're aware of growing anti-Americanism in the Islamic world, even in places like Pakistan and Afghanistan. And in Pakistan particularly, the drone attacks do contribute to that. So how would you counter this? I mean, it seems that you are not winning the war to win over the hearts and minds. And will you ever consider stopping those drone attacks? And related to that is sending ground troops to Pakistan. Will there be a scenario in the future where if you had authentic information about the presence of Osama bin Laden and people like him in a certain areas, will you be willing to send troops in?
Well, again, we don't comment on specific operations. I will tell you that we have no intention of sending U.S. troops into Pakistan. Pakistan and its military are dealing with their security issues. The support that we've provided right now is focused primarily on the internally displaced persons that are resulting from some of these operations. And we have helped to mobilize international support to provide food and shelter, clothing for those who've been displaced. We want to be helpful in the context of the international community to make sure that those persons are able to get back into their homes in a secure way as soon as possible. So, our primary goal is to be a partner and a friend to Pakistan and to allow Pakistan to thrive on its own terms, respecting its own traditions, respecting its own culture. We simply want to make sure that our common enemies, which are extremists who would kill innocent civilians, that kind of activity is stopped. And we believe that it has to be stopped, whether it's in the United States or in Pakistan or anywhere in the world.
Any plan to visit Pakistan in the near future?
I would love to visit. As you know, I had Pakistani roommates in college who were very close friends of mine. I went to visit them when I was still in college and was in Karachi and went to Hyderabad. Their mothers taught me to cook.
Yeah, I heard. What can you cook?
Oh, keema, and dal.
Oh my God!
You name it, I can cook it. And so I have a great affinity for Pakistani culture and the great Urdu poets and so my hope is
Urdu poetry as well.
Absolutely. So my hope is that I'm going to have an opportunity at some point to visit Pakistan. And obviously, one of the things that I think ties our countries together is the extraordinary Pakistani-American community that is here in the United States, who are thriving and doing great work as physicians and as lawyers and as business people. And, one of the great opportunities, I think, for Pakistan is to be able to draw on all this talent and extraordinary entrepreneurship to help provide concrete benefits to the Pakistani people. And I think that's one of the biggest challenges for Pakistan. We want to be a partner in opening up trade opportunities, but making sure that people on the ground, day to day, they're getting an education, children are going to school, that farmers are able to get a decent compensation for their products, that electricity and infrastructure is built, because I know the Pakistani people, and I know that if the tools are there available to them, then they will thrive and continue to be a great nation.
Some people say that you're against some of the restrictions introduced in the House bill, Aid to Pakistan bill. Would you like to explain?
Well, my view is that we have to help Pakistan on to provide them the resources that will allow for development. Now, we have in the past supported, I think, Pakistan militarily. I think it is important to make sure that military support is directed at extremists and our common enemies. But I also think that the relationship between the United States and Pakistan can't just be based on military-to-military cooperation. It's got to be based on something richer that involves development and exchanges of students and business people and development. And so we want to encourage that kind of work as well, and we helped to lead a effort that raised $5 billion of development assistance for Pakistan at a donors conference in Japan. Hundreds of millions of dollars that we're trying to provide to support internally displaced people. That's the kind of strategy that I think will bring our countries closer together. You know, having known the people of Pakistan, I am convinced that the future between our two countries can be very, very bright.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you.
You cannot escape cricket while living with Pakistanis. Did they leave the cricket bus with you too?
You know, I have to say that I have tried to get up to bat a couple of times, but I've been terrible. So I'm an admirer of great cricket players, but make no claims in terms of my own skills.
But you tried to bat. Okay,
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.